Welcome back to the Great American Rugby Story. My name
is my name.
The last couple of days, I've been asking the same kind of question. What is America's style of rugby? I think now it's time to move into what I feel the problems are and the ways we can go about fixing them. But before we do that, I want to paint a hypothetical. Imagine the world's most famous rugby stadium, record-breaking crowd. The Americans playing against the Springboks. Now when the game starts, the crowd's at a fever pitch. They're ready to see high-level rugby on the international stage. As we get into the swing of the game, it's a couple things that become evident. The Springboks are outclassed. Though highly competitive, with every passing minute, with every ruck, with every scrum and line-out, Springboks get further and further away from winning this game. They show flashes of brilliance, but the Americans' team's too strong. Nothing can seem to change the swing of this game. Even their substitutions don't allow for a switch of momentum. By the 60th minute, it seems like a foregone conclusion that the Springboks are going to lose this game. Referee blows the final whistle, and the crowd, excited throughout the entire day, find themselves wanting more. I mean, after an exciting game of rugby, what's another 20 minutes, right? Now, this scene that I painted isn't a hypothetical. It happened. November 27, 2021, the women Barbarians played South Africa. And on that team were 4 American women. Hope Rogers, Alicia Washington, Bolu Montetego, sorry if I mispronounce, and Sarah Levy, hat-trick hero. I resorted to my Googles. The list of Americans who've played for the Barbarians is quite short. This is also the first instance that more than 2 USA Eagles have played for the Barbarians at the same time. Which drives the question, is women rugby in America further along than men's? Seems like they don't get the same amount of respect as the men's players. I mean, think about it. The women had to start their own foundation just to fund their trips to play international games. It's a joke, right? It's got to be a joke, right? The women have been more successful than the men. Currently, the women are placed 6th in the world ranking. The men, 18th. Since I started playing rugby in 2007, the men's national team has only won 1 game inside of the Rugby World Cup. 2011, we beat Russia. That means in the last 4 World Cups, the men have gone 1-15. In just the last World Cup for the women in 2017, they won 2 games. I bring up those statistics for one main reason. Even though it seems like the consciousness of America would rather watch the men be successful in any international sport compared to the women, any real growth starts with the women. Everybody remember me and Ham, right? In order for us to really shape the future, we got to ask ourselves, what is the best course of action in order for us to be good? We can, on one hand, accept and embrace the counterculture and differences between rugby and other sports in America, while at the same time falling under the same pitfalls that other sports do. Most other sports in America don't respect the women's side of the game. Hear me out. A couple years back, I was watching a dunk contest. 4 gentlemen, 1 lady. Now, all these gentlemen can do high flying behind the back, between the legs dunks that I couldn't even dream of. The young lady gets this long run up, jumps up, flushes the ball, gets a 50-point score. Even though the gentlemen doing the most high flying dunks and getting 47s and 48s. But as I looked in the comments section, the ability just to dunk didn't seem to be there. I'm literally reading fat couch potatoes who can't dribble a basketball critique a woman who can dunk a basketball. Bringing it back to rugby, I've literally heard terrible men players critique and compare as if they're better internationally capped women. Like, seriously, when does it stop? We got to start putting respect on the name of the women's game. Today, yesterday, a year ago, a decade ago. Because those kind of thoughts really is what stagnates the game for us. We got to ask ourselves, what's the quickest and most effective way to become great? And every metric that I can think of, empowering women in the women's game will get us on the road to greatness quickest. So for every women's team, every young girls club team, keep recruiting, keep striving for greatness. As long as I'm alive, I will celebrate your existence. You want to make up some ground? We got to start right now. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to the Great American Rugby Story. I see y'all.